narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Arizona Cardinals.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Break. 50 seconds, right. Cut.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, they scared.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. 55 to mine.
On first down, sweep. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, Knight, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Cardinals will take over at their 20-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Taylor. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
That's right.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Check it back. Check it back.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Ready, set. Here we go. Hey, do. Go.
On 1st and 10, Knight. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Here we go.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun. Knight. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run with Taylor. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Murray with a 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, echo.
From the gun, Knight. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Come on, set. 15, line.
We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. They're on the march, but facing a third down here.
Set, ready? 70, Indy.
Operating from the gun, Knight. And able to connect with Barrios. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
Here we go, set. 8, read.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's first and 10 at the 16-yard line. Taylor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 32-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Jets have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll run on first down. Sweet. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
To throw on 2nd down. Knight. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing now is Murray. He finds Beckham complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Cross. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point splits the uprights. They've gone to the 2nd quarter now in Denver. It's the Raiders with the early lead over the Broncos. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Hey, box drop.
From the gun on 3rd down, Knight. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. He finds his target, Beckham. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Murray now to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Murray to air it out again. Able to find Isabella. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Mike, 50, 53, Mike. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Watch that.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know.
The final shot before break. Knight slings this deep from McLaurin. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
53 to Mike. 53, check. Let's go. Here we go. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. I got him.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 89 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Open man is Anderson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Pull it together.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cross, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 50. Check pass. Check pass.
Murray going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
2nd and 11. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Bravo!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight slings this deep for McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Take 4, take 4.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
Here I come.
Murray now on 1st down. This one caught by Isabella. And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Past the 20. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2nd and 5, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
On 1st down. Cross. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession.
And he loses the football a second time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Javon Hargrave, the D-tackle, getting the sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Adam Shaheen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. but correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Returnable for Grant. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They're in the 4th quarter in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And running with power here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Let's go now. Tell me the ending. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
They'll run on first down. It's Cross. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cross, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, Cross. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Bend it. Bend it. Shut up. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On 2nd down, it's Cross, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
What? Go. 57. Mike, 57. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Cardinals, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.